Google just released Gemini 2 with a bunch of other AI tools. In today's video, we're going to talk all about it. Let's go. First up, we have Project Astra. A while ago, OpenAI released their 4.0 model, which is the model that supposedly could see the world. It allows the AI to see the world through the camera lens and let you and the AI interact with the world around you. Well, Google's answer to that was Project Astra. We haven't heard a whole lot about it until now. And ironically, right now, OpenAI is in the middle of their 12 days of shipments, and Google just launched a bunch of tools. With that, let me show you Project Astra in the real world.
All right, we've got a Pixel phone loaded with the latest test build of Project Astra, and we're going to leave the office to test it around London. I've got this email with apartment info. Can you tell me the door code and remember it?
I'll remember the door code for you. It is 1170. To unlock it, enter the code and then press the unlock button.
Based on these symbols, how should I wash this?
The tag shows to machine wash at 30 degrees Celsius. Avoid bleach and tumble drying. Iron on low and dry cleanable.
Then what setting should I use on this machine?
Based on the laundry instructions of 30 degrees Celsius, select the 30 setting under Easy Care on the dial.
I've got this list of recommendations. Can you tell me a bit about some of them?
I can search for these places for you. Cold Drops Yard is a shopping destination with unique industrial design. Luminary Bakery is a social enterprise bakery. And Tate Modern is a modern and contemporary art museum.
Now we're going to try Project Astra out on the street. Let's see what it can do. I've always said scone, but now I'm hearing people say scone. Can you help me with the pronunciation?
It's a fascinating topic, the pronunciation of scone. Both scone rhyming with gone and scone rhyming with bone are accepted pronunciations, though regional variations exist.
What can you tell me about this sculpture?
The sculpture you're seeing is called My World and Your World by Eva Rothschild, located in Lewis Cubitt Park in London.
What kind of themes does her work explore?
She creates abstract sculptures that invite viewers to interact with and interpret their surroundings in new ways.
Would these do well if I planted them back home?
Mountain fleece can grow well in New York. They prefer full sun to partial shade and moist, well-drained soil. So your garden in New York should be a good fit for these flowers.
I'm trying to get a gift for my friend, and this is everything she's been reading. How would you describe her taste in books?
Based on these titles, your friend seems to enjoy a mix of history, biography, and perhaps a touch of political or social commentary.
I picked some of these out. Any idea which one she'd like the most?
Consider Half of a Yellow Sun for its exploration of complex social and political issues within a historical setting, aligning with her interest in narratives that offer insight into significant periods.
Will that bus take me anywhere near Chinatown?
Yes, it does. The 24 bus route goes through Leicester Square, which is very close to Chinatown.
Are there any landmarks on the way?
Riding the number 24 bus, notable landmarks you will likely encounter are Westminster Abbey, Big Ben, and Trafalgar Square.
I also met up with some friends to test out the multilingual capabilities.
Est-ce que tu peux me dire quelque chose d'intéressant à propos de ces lanternes?
Bien sûr, je peux vous parler des lanternes. Les lanternes que vous voyez font partie de la porte d'entrée de Chinatown à Londres. Elles ont une signification culturelle pour les Chinois et sont souvent utilisées pendant les célébrations et les festivals. நிச்சயமாக இது லண்டனில் உள்ள சைனாடவுன் நுழைவாயில். இது ஒரு குறிப்பிடத்தக்க அடையாளமாகும். இது அந்த பகுதியின் கலாச்சார முக்கியத்துவத்தை குறிக்கிறது.
Now I'm using these prototype glasses to test Project Astra hands-free. Can you check if it's going to rain anytime soon?
It looks like it is currently mostly sunny in London. Rain is expected tonight from around 10 p.m. until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Hey, what's that park next to me?
The park looks to be Primrose Hill, known for its panoramic city views and the notable Shakespeare's tree.
Can you check if I can bike in there?
It appears that cycling is actually banned within Primrose Hill itself, although it is permitted in nearby areas and the rest of Regent's Park.
I'm biking back to Camden. Can you check if there's any supermarkets along the way?
There's a Sainsbury's on Camden Road, a Morrison's on Chalk Farm Road, and an M&S Simply Food on Camden High Street.
What was the door code again?
The door code you saved previously is 1170.
Oh, thanks. That works.
And now we're going to get to see footage from testers of Project Astra's, people who get their hands on the model early.
My introduction to Astra was this Sunday morning, which was my birthday. Went out for breakfast, got my banana pancakes, came back, and I started exploring the app. Day one, loading up Google's DeepMind Project Astra. I remember the first thing that we did was I pointed it at this marathon training plan for LA in 2025 that I printed out.
It looks like it's a schedule for the Los Angeles Marathon. It shows the type of workout and times planned for the month before the race.
It was able to just tell me about the plan, synthesizing information right before my own eyes. This morning I am doing the spider route. I am going to bring some gels.
Since you plan to run 10 miles, you might need about 3 to 4 blocks cubes during your run.
What I've been trying to do throughout the course of this week is use an app like an assistant. I have this like delightful voice, being all cheery and supportive.
The week is busy, but you're on your way now. How can I make your drive better, Josh? Do you need anything from me, like music suggestions?
One of the things I find pretty fascinating about Astra is that it can remember what we talked about before.
Wait. Do you remember what we made with celery last time?
Yes, we added a bit of ginger to it last time, didn't we?
How much ginger do you think we should use from this?
For 8 cups of juice, a 1-inch piece of that ginger should do the trick.
I don't have a ruler on me. Do you think this is about 1 inch?
Yes, that looks like about 1 inch to me.
Inhale, reach up. Exhale.
So I just had a heavy workout. Can you recommend what I should eat now?
Yes, because you just worked out, the shrimp and grits with tasso ham would be a good choice.
So this technology is rapidly evolving. The value of being a trusted tester is shaping the product for what it can be.
Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.
We're going to start over. That's one of the bugs. But being able to just translate the world around me to call from what it saw within the video. What is that furry thing?
That is a wind muff, also called a dead cat. It reduces wind noise when recording audio outdoors.
How exciting! Okay, I'm gonna click start now. Day one, I was introducing myself to Project Astra, telling about me. So I had the phone with the camera on, pointing at the house and walking through it. Welcome to my home. What do you think of it?
Thank you for inviting me to your home. It looks very inviting and cozy. Based on what I can see so far, I like the decor.
I asked what it would recall in the room, and Project Astra would call out the most esoteric, like nondescript item.
It appears to be a Roby Senior robot. It was a toy made in the 1980s by Radio Shack. It could move around and respond to voice commands.
I want to use this tool to find like the wonder in these elements and understanding the backstory, the humanness behind everyday objects. Do you want a pickle?
I am an AI and do not have physical needs. Would you like me to search for recipes that include pickles?
Yeah, what are pickle recipes? Throughout the week, it was really fun asking personal questions. Sometimes I get interrupted by Astra, or I interrupt Astra unintentionally. How do you think of my fit? Oh, what do you think of my fit?
Your fit is great. I especially like this skirt and the stripes on the shirt.
Having it look at my outfit and being like, what is this style? What should I add to this outfit? Maybe if I want to be more glam.
I'm getting your vibe. For a more glam touch, how about some bold earrings or a statement necklace? It could add a touch of sparkle and complete your look. The star-shaped earrings sound lovely and would add a touch of glam to your outfit. I say go for it.
Okay. Thanks, girl. Oh, sorry, not girl. thinks it. I found a lot of Project Astra's responses to be worded in a way that felt curious and kind. Can you help me translate these messages?
Okay, I can help you translate the messages from your mom in Chinese. Here's what they mean. I saw your message just now.
That's
I love
amazing.
how energetic you are in your writing, especially when it is about.
It did feel really special because like a lot of times like meaning gets lost as things are translated literally. But with Project Astra, it was able to convey more of the meaning behind the original intent.
I wish I had your artistic and happy personality.
That's really sweet. Wow, thank you, Mom. What I found most delightful is just its memory and knowing things about me. And I'm so curious how that can evolve and like support me in a very personalized way. So true. Like it's such a powerful technology. I'm so curious to see how it can continue to really accelerate our experience of learning and growing in this world.
Can you tell me who is in the mirror?
It is you in the mirror taking a selfie.
My name is Rob. I live in a town called Woodbridge. I've been operating as a trusted tester for Project Astra.
Hello, I'm doing well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, gosh, sorry. Kind of had a little look at some of the things in the dining room and the living room.
I do notice the plant in the corner. Is that a pothos?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't really know. Guys, is this a pothos? Oh, it is. Well done. Got to do some quite fun, creative things. Can you remember who did this painting?
Yes, it was your daughter Baron who did that painting.
Really quite incredible. Can you give them all a name and then write a very brief story about what might be going on here?
Of course. Here's a whimsical story. Once upon a rainbow, in Baron's world whiskers the cat.
And then we went into the kitchen as well.
I am seeing you have some mushrooms, lemons, and garlic in your kitchen.
Can you translate the title of the book for me?
The title translates to The Little Book of Wild Mushrooms.
It's definitely better than me reading or speaking or translating Italian of any sort. Can you suggest a sauce that I could make to go along with it?
Based on the ingredients you have, you could make a creamy, flavorful sauce with the soured cream, garlic, herbs, and onion.
And then having a little look through some of my emails, the kind of screen sharing capabilities of Astra, which are really cool. Hey, can you tell me what this email is about, please?
The email is about a talk on Australia and the RSPB Woodbridge Group's annual meeting.
Town History Day. There's a lot of history in Woodbridge, and I actually don't know that much about it. What is this building?
That is Shire Hall in Woodbridge. It is located in the town of Woodbridge in Suffolk.
And Project Astra was able to identify and tell me all about our local history.
The large building shown in the video is called the Woodbridge Tide Mill.
And it was actually great to find out some more stuff about where I live. Can you tell me what these birds are here?
Eagles.
Obviously, it's not perfect at the moment.
I believe Robbie is your cat's name. Do you want to see if anything else is known about her?
No, hang on, that's my name. But it is quite mind-blowing. Now I've got something in your pocket that is like almost able to tell you anything about anything just by pointing at it. It's crazy.
So as you can see, there are many of these early testers use the AI by simply pointing the phone at objects around their home. And the AI is able to interact with them by looking at that objects and answer questions. The first person even used it to teach him how to cook, teach him things that he could pick out from the food menu by looking at it, and by him telling it, he just had it worked out. So the AI picked out the perfect item on that menu for him. But it doesn't stop there. Now, in the next set of demos, you're going to see employees use Project Astra to help them with gameplay.
Hey, listen, I'm about to start a game and I want to make sure I complete the weekly quests. Can you see them?
Yes, I can see them. Looks like you need to pick up 300 gems and dust 10 boss monsters. You've already got a head start on the 300 gems.
Cool. I'll ask you to remind me about it during the game because I keep forgetting about it.
Absolutely. I'll keep an eye out and remind you about the quests.
Hey, so I'm planning to go on an attack, but first I need to train an army. So maybe you could recommend troop composition for my army.
based on your available troops and their quantity in the top left of the screen. We should train a mix of giants, barbarians, archers, and wizards. The focus should be on using giants to absorb damage, while wizards can take out high damage defenses, and barbarians and archers can deal with the weaker buildings.
All right, that sounds good.
Hey, I'm about to pick a character. Can you do a quick search on Reddit? What is the meta? As in, like, what are the best characters?
Let me look that up for you. I'll let you know what I find. From what I found on Reddit, it looks like Shelly is a good character due to her knockback and self-heal. It's also worth considering Jessie and Ice Wizard, which are in the A tier in the recent tier list. Do you want me to go into more detail on the tier list?
No, it's good.
To sell your crops, go to your roadside shop. You can set the price and amount you want to sell, then wait for buyers.
Okay. Can you help me find where the shop is? I see the multiple buildings here. I'm very confused.
Your shop is the building with the awning towards the lower left corner of your screen. It has an icon like a stall with red and white stripes above it.
Hey, can you remind me about the quests again? What do I need to do?
So that was pretty amazing, right? No, I'm not talking about its ability to coach you to play game. What I'm talking about is the ability to look at your screen and give you real-time feedback. Just imagine this, right? You are doing a presentation or a sales pitch, or perhaps you're doing a negotiation over Zoom. When you have real-time recording, you can have the AI looking at that and give you real-time feedback. Maybe just on your screen, but that's still very good. Or if you record yourself doing a speaking engagement, you're practicing, you're trying to get better, right? AI can now looking at your hand gesture, looking at your body language, and give you feedback based on that so that you can improve and get much better. I cannot fathom to see what people can build with this. Now let's move on to the next project, which is Project Mariner. This is Google's answer to Claude's computer use. It's a way for the AI agent to interact with your computer and do tasks for you automatically. Let's have a look.
Today I want to tell you about Project Mariner. It's a research prototype exploring the future of human-agent interaction, and it's built on Gemini 2.0. Like with all new technology, it's important for us to build this responsibly, which is why we're starting small. We'll be getting feedback from a group of trusted testers and using their experiences to really shape how Project Mariner evolves. Let me show you how it works. So Project Mariner works in the browser as an experimental Chrome extension. I'm going to start by entering a prompt. Here, I have a list of outdoor companies listed in Google Sheets, and I want to find their contact information. So I'll ask the agent to take this list of companies, then find their websites and look up a contact email I can use to reach them. This is a simplified example of a tedious multi-step task that someone could encounter at work. Now, the agent has read the Google Sheet and knows the company names. It then starts by searching Google for benchmark climbing. And now it's going to click into the website. You can see how this research prototype only works in your active tab. It doesn't work in the background. Once it finds the email address, it remembers it and moves on to the next company. At any point in this process, you can stop the agent or hit pause. What's cool is that you can actually see the agent's reasoning in the user interface so that you can better understand what it is doing. And it will do the same thing for the next two companies, navigating your browser, clicking links, scrolling, and recording information as it goes. You're seeing an early stage research prototype, so we've sped this up for demo purposes. We're working with trusted testers to make it faster and smoother, and it's so important to keep a human in the loop. After the fourth website, the agent has completed its task, listing out the email addresses for me to use. And there you have it. We're really just scratching the surface of what's possible when you bring agentic AI to computers.
Today I'm going to walk you through a demo of Project Mariner, a research prototype we built with our new Gemini 2.0 models. Let me show you how it works. I'm going to start in the Gemini app, but Project Mariner is an experimental Chrome extension that works across all web pages. In this demo, I'll be prompting the agent to find the most famous post-impressionist. Find a colorful painting of theirs on Google Arts and Culture. Then add some colorful paints to my Etsy cart. In Gemini, the agent starts by asking who the most famous post-impressionist is. Gemini quickly identifies Van Gogh as the most famous post-impressionist painter. From here, it navigates to Google Arts and Culture by typing in the URL into the address bar. You can see how this research prototype only works in your active tab. It doesn't work in the background. It opens the search bar to look for Van Gogh. Van Gogh is the first option, so it clicks on it. Now, it decides to click on the artist page to look for a colorful painting. We're able to see the agent's reasoning in the user interface throughout the process, so we can easily follow along to understand what it's planning. The agent realizes that the page only contains information about Van Gogh, so it decides to scroll down to look for artwork. It discovers a collection of art and starts looking at them to find a colorful option. The agent used its multimodal understanding capabilities to find a colorful painting of irises and clicks on it. After finding this painting, it navigates to Etsy by typing in the URL. It clicks on the search bar and searches for colorful paints. So now it's looking at different paint sets, and the agent gives us a sense of what it's optimizing for. As you can see, it's optimizing for price and visual appeal. The agent clicks on a set of watercolors that appears to be a good fit. It's then added to cart. After a moment, the agent asks me if it should proceed to checkout. This is an early research prototype, but it's a great example of how we are keeping a human in the loop and ensuring you're always in control. I'll just respond by saying there's no need to check out. And now it completes its task and hands back control.
That was Project Mariner, a way for AI agents to do computer tasks for us in the future. Now let's move on to something I think is a little creepy. Notebook LM podcast has taken over the world by storm because it can generate expressive audio podcasts for you based on your content. But up until now, all of these text-to-speech tools allow you to generate audio by putting in text. They are not really expressive. So if you want audio in a certain tonality, it cannot do it. Now Google is releasing something to allow you to just put in a prompt and the AI will generate the audio based on your instructions to that tonality. Let's have a look.
Okay, let's talk about native audio. So, Gemini 2.0 introduces multilingual native audio output, but maybe you're thinking, what exactly is native audio? You're actually hearing it right now. Everything you hear in this video was generated with prompts, like, this actual prompt on your screen, like right now. It was all generated by prompting the new experimental Gemini 2.0 Flash model like you see in this AI Studio screen cap. Neat, right?
Totally. Native audio is really, really neat. It's different from traditional TTS, or text-to-speech systems. Like, what's super cool with native audio is you can do more than just prompt an AI agent on what to say. You can tell it how to say it.
You can prompt it to just be like, dude, just totally chill.
Or prompt it to speak with oh so very many dramatic pauses.
And all of this is multilingual. You know how when a computer switches languages, it sounds like a different voice? That's a limitation of traditional TTS. But with native audio in Gemini 2.0, you can build agents that switch languages more seamlessly. Check this out. Okay, so I'm starting out speaking English, but then maintenant, je parle français. 그리고 이제 저는 한국어를 말하고 있습니다. पर अब मैंने हिंदी बोलना शुरू कर दिया है. E adesso magari proverò con un po' di italiano. And now I'm back to English. Cool, right? With native audio, maybe information retrieval could be more expressive. Like, what if AI agents could tell you the weather differently? On sunny days, maybe they'd sound like this. Ooh, the weather today is 74 degrees and sunny all day. Awesome! But if it's rainy, it might sound more like this. So, the weather today is pretty meh, drizzly and cold. All day. Oh well. Or what if AI agents responded dynamically to your context? Maybe if it seems like you're in a rush, your agent can speak really quickly. Or maybe if you're whispering, you might want your agent to whisper back at you. Anyways, you get it. So many possibilities with native audio. New output modalities are available to early testers now, with a wider rollout expected next year.
I must admit, the native audio output in the demo is much better than what you will get out of the Google AI Studio right now. I have tested it myself and it's not that good. In the demo video, Google put in all of the good generations, but this is just the beginning. I don't expect this to be as good as something like 11 Labs just yet, because with 11 Labs, if you wanted to generate audio in a certain tonality, you, the human, have to kind of guide it that way. You have to record your voice and then using 11 Labs voice changer ability to change it. So you still have to get involved. Whereas here, you can just put in the prompt and the output is supposedly perfect. We're gonna get there eventually. Now let's talk about another tool that I think is really useful for business owners, which is the ability to use AI to generate images and also have AI edit the picture and give you a different generation. Let's have a look.
These are examples of native image output in Gemini 2.0. Gemini 2.0 can now natively generate images as part of your conversation. Let's say you want to imagine how it might look to turn this car into a convertible. With today's AI tools, this takes a lot of work. You might have to manually mask out this roof area or write a really complex prompt. We brought this image into AI Studio and sent it to the new experimental Gemini 2.0 Flash model. This is a real-time screen capture, and all the prompts you'll see in this video are things that early testers can now try. And this is the entire prompt we gave it: turn this car into a convertible. And it generated this image. Here they are side by side. Notice how it successfully modified the car, but also managed to keep the rest of the image consistent. This is difficult in many AI tools that use separate models, but here it's all being done by one model. And we continued the conversation saying, imagine the car full of beach stuff, and change the color to something that feels like summer. Explain as you go. The model began outputting text. It explained its idea for a new color, then showed it to us. But the really neat thing is that the model kept going. It went right on generating another image with the car full of beach gear. Remember that this is all a single response of text and image tokens coming from the model. This ability to output across modalities interleaving text and image together is one of the most exciting aspects of Gemini 2.0. Here are some more example prompts and outputs, all coming from Gemini 2.0 Flash. Let's say you want to make this photo look a little bit nicer by getting rid of all this stuff on the couch. Just give it this prompt, and the model does that for you. You can even combine images. You can ask what your cat might look like on this pillow, or on this skateboard. All of this enables you to co-create with AI in new ways. We gave this image with this text on the side of the box to the model. And we said, open the box, generate an image looking down into the contents of the box. We sent that prompt to Gemini 2.0 Flash. This approach, where you send parts of your prompt in the image itself, opens up new possibilities for how we could have more seamless, multimodal back and forth with the model. The model reasoned about the text on the side and generated this image of old electronics. You can push this even further, co-creating imaginary worlds together. We went back to this first conversation in the video. We wanted to try communicating visually with the model, so we drew a circle on the door handle with the prompt, open this. The model successfully figured out what we meant and it generated this image with the car door open. And for the last prompt, we said, make the car fly. Imagine you are the car soaring through the clouds to the beach. Show what that might look like. This is a challenge to see if the model can keep the car consistent while also visualizing this new scene that I'm imagining. And the model was able to do it, following my instructions, generating this image and text.
As you can see from this update, a lot of tools business owners and entrepreneurs could use to help them in their business. I strongly believe 2025 is going to be a good year. I'm optimistic about it. With all of the update from OpenAI, from Google and Anthropic, even DeepMind, 2025 is shaping up to be a year for agentic AI. We're going to be able to offload a lot of manual tasks to AI agents. And don't forget, we're in the middle of OpenAI's 12 days of shipments. If you want to see what's going on with OpenAI, don't forget to click on this video coming up. If you love this video so far, I would appreciate it a lot if you could hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're not missing any of my future videos. That's a wrap. I'll see you in the comments.